So you ready for this, Pop?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning.
Yeah,
When were you born?
March 1938,
March what?
the 5th.
March the 5th, 1938. Do you know what day that was?
No,
Well, you weren't there.
no.
What school did you go to? Primary school?
What brand? Green Haze.
Where?
Green Haze.
Green Haze,
Yeah.
and that's in
Lloyd Street, Moss Side.
Moss Side.
Yeah.
Okay, and where were you brought up?
I was brought up at Crofton Street,
Crofton Street, yeah.
off Great Western Street.
Which is right near Kippack Street,
Yes,
right near City's Old Ground.
City's Old Ground.
So you were brought up right outside Man City's ground,
Yes,
yeah?
yeah,
And you're a Man United fan.
dead right.
How did that come about? How come you didn't end up a City fan?
How did it come out? Well, there was a chap, there was a Red Hot United supporter,
Okay.
got possession of the end house.
Right.
Where we live. And he said, are you interested in football? So I said, a bit. So he said, where do you go? I said, well, when we can climb over. I said, we used to go on Main Road.
So you used to climb over the wall at Main Road?
Oh, yes.
How much was it to get in then?
9pence.
Which is about what in today's money?
About 8p.
About 8p?
Yeah.
To go watch City?
Yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't pay that now. Go on.
So he said, would you like to come to Old Trafford? I said, well, it's a case of affording it. He said, don't worry about that. I mean, it was only 9pence at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
We didn't have to pay any bus fare. So
What year was this?
this was about 1957.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Just before the European Cups started going.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you watch City and United though?
Yeah, 1 week. Well, all my mates were playing.
Yeah, living up round the corner.
Yeah.
So you'd watch City 1 week, United the next.
United the next, yeah. Unless United were, handy to go and watch them away.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you go away games?
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You never took me though.
Hmm?
You never took me away games. You know the only away game me and you have been to?
What?
Oldham, when I was playing for him.
Ah, right, yeah.
when we had that
Yeah.
when we had that game, the
Yeah.
pre-season game.
Yeah.
And that was the only time me and you went to an away game. And that was when I was playing for Oldham.
No.
Oh, besides Wembley. We went to Wembley a few times, didn't we?
Yeah. And we went to Main Road as well.
We went to Main Road.
Yeah.
I remember going to, when I was at United, when we got battered by City and Matt Hughes did that overhead kick.
Yeah. No, remember the bad day we had it with Liverpool?
Oh yeah, the semi-final.
At Main Road.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We went to Main Road for the
Yeah.
semi-final. Yeah, when Robson scored that
Yeah,
screamer.
Screamer, yeah. Yeah.
So school, back to school, secondary school. What secondary school did you go to?
I went to Haywood Place,
Haywood Place.
which is in Russia.
All right, in Russia.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how old was you when you left school?
15.
15. Oh, so you managed 15, did you?
Yes.
Okay. How did you get into plumbing?
I was in plumbing when I was 14.
Okay. So how did that
I
come
used
about?
to do it working on the holidays.
For who?
A bloke called Samuel Knight.
Samuel Knight.
Yes, he had a shop on Clement Road.
What, a plumbing shop?
Yes, and sold tiled fireplaces.
All right. Okay. Yeah, because that's what you first did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tiled fireplaces.
Yeah,
That's where you did your. That's where you learnt your bricklaying and your plastering.
that's right.
Okay. Okay. Did you go to trade school?
Yes,
Which one did you go to?
Mill Street.
Right.
In Ancoats, Manchester.
How long did you do in your trade school?
7 years.
7 years. How long was your apprenticeship?
7 years.
Did you finish your? Who did you do your apprenticeship with? Was it with
No,
Samuel Knight?
no. I left Samuel Knight when I was just 17.
Okay.
He wouldn't give us a pay rise.
How much was you getting as an apprentice?
As an apprentice, 30 shillings a week.
And how much is that in good money?
Ooh, £1.50.
Some £1.50?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what you used to pay me when I was your apprentice?
Yeah.
Can you remember what that was? What did
can't.
you can't remember what you can remember what you got as an apprentice, but you couldn't
Yeah.
remember what you paid me.
No.
You paid me 25 quid a week.
Well, there you are, you see.
And what did I have to do with that 25 quid a week?
Well, you got married.
I didn't. I had to give a fiver to my mum.
Well,
And then I did have my money from football as well, so I was a millionaire, wasn't
yeah. Well, as I say, I used to get £1.50. And my mother claimed it all and then gave it me back in 2 shillings a day
I? Right.
for my lunch.
Right, okay. Well, you gave me 25 quid a week, but I didn't have to pay for any dinners, did I?
No.
And
No.
you paid for my driver lessons,
Yeah.
and you gave me a van, and I
Yeah.
passed my test.
Yeah.
So that was alright. And then, when I came out of my apprenticeship, what did you pay me then? Can you remember?
Correct.
150 quid a week.
Well, there you go.
So I went from 25 quid. Oh, you did give me a pay rise because you made me, when I finished my apprenticeship,
Yeah.
you made me do another year, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And you said that I had to prove myself in that
Yeah.
year. And you put it up from 25 quid a week to 50 quid a week.
Yeah.
And then when I came out of that year, you put me on 150 quid a week.
Yeah.
So, and that was, I started with you in, do you remember what year I started with you in?
1980. I don't know, 85.
No, 83.
83.
1983. That was the
Yeah.
first, was when I started working with you.
Yeah.
I was 18 in 85, Dad.
Wow.
So, when when you first started working though, you didn't go in a van, did you? You used to have to push a handcart, didn't you?
Handcart. Yeah.
What were they like, the handcarts?
It was like a horse-drawn carriage.
Well, you had to push it.
I had to push it.
You had to push it.
Push it?
So it wasn't like a gigantic wheelbarrow.
No. It was bigger than a wheel.
It was bigger than a wheel. Did it have 2 wheels or 4 wheels?
It had 2.
2 wheels.
Yeah. And big
Like-
shaft.
Right, yeah. Like with big,
Yeah.
massive big wooden wheels.
Yeah.
Did it have the name of the company down the side?
Did it heck?
No, with just
No.
a handcart.
Yeah.
And what did you have to do with that every morning?
Well, we used to have to load it up from the shop
Right.
with the fireplace. We'd go and we'd strip out the old kitchen range or whatever.
Yeah. The old solid fuel.
Yeah. Go away in the scrap metal,
Right.
and from there I used to have to go. This was on my own.
Yeah.
I had to go and get sand, cement, mortar, plaster. If we wanted any bricks, I had to
Yeah.
get the bricks.
Yeah.
And believe me, it was heavy.
Yeah. And you had to put. That's why you had massive legs and massive arms,
Massive
wasn't
arms, yeah. Yeah,
it? Because you had to push a handcart.
handcart.
What time did you start in the morning?
8 o'clock.
So dead on 8 o'clock, and you'd be from the yard at 8 o'clock, or from
Yeah.
your house?
No, from the yard.
From the yard at 8 o'clock. What time did you finish?
5.
5. But then you finished work at 5 and had to push the handcart back.
Yeah.
So what time were you getting home at night?
Oh, just depends where we were. But most times was around about 5:45.
6:15. Okay.
Yeah.
So what about playing football
Well,
when you was younger?
I didn't work Saturday afternoon, so I played football.
On Saturday afternoon, who did you play for?
Hmm?
Who did you play for?
Manchester Architect.
Manchester Architects. Okay. Do they
That
still go
was-
today?
No, they're called Moss Side Amateurs.
Moss Side Amateurs. I played
Yeah.
against Moss Side Amateurs
Yeah.
when I was at
They
Glossop.
changed the name when I was in the army.
Okay. So, you left school at 15.
Yeah.
You had a 7-year apprenticeship.
Yeah.
You pushed a bloody handcart.
Yeah.
Where did you go from when you started your apprenticeship, who was it you started it with?
Sammy Knight.
Sammy Knight. Then you went to
Riggs.
and then where did you go from Riggs?
Well, it was the same place. It was engineering utilities.
And that's where you got into the commercial side of plumbing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how old was you when you got into the commercial side of plumbing?
About 18.
About 18?
Yeah.
Okay. And you started working away then?
Yeah.
When did you learn to drive?
Well, in the army, but I didn't pass my test till I came out.
Okay, so how old was you when you went in the army and did your national service?
Nearly 22.
You're nearly 22, so you're quite an old guy going in for your national service.
Yeah.
And you were the last mob, weren't you?
No, next to the last mob.
And you went into the King's Manchester and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay, and the King's Regiment thing is right near where my training centre is.
Yeah.
In Ashton, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so where did you do your basic training?
Forward Barracks, Preston.
Forward Barracks. Is that still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's
The depot now.
no, it's not a depot. It's part of the history of the Lancashire Regiment.
Alright, so it's like a museum now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, where was you posted after your basic training?
I went to Kenya.
Okay, so you went to
East Africa.
East Africa. For how long?
I was there nearly 12 months.
Right.
And we got drafted out to Kuwait.
Okay.
We were in Kuwait 5.5 months.
Okay. Is that for the Mau Mau uprising?
No, that was Kenya.
Kenya.
No, this was Iraq was trying to take over Kuwait's oil,
Right. Okay.
and they only had a bit of an army, and so they joined the English regiment,
Yeah.
and of course we were the nearest.
Yeah. So you were the nearest deployed, so that's why you went.
Yeah.
Because you were already in East
Africa,
Africa, and you went just straight over the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you get demobbed?
January the 18th, 1961.
January the 18th,
62. Sorry.
62. Okay. And when did you finally get? So that's when you were finally out of the army.
Yeah.
And you went straight back to work.
Yeah.
And who was you working for then? Still utilities.
Utilities, yeah.
How long were you at utilities?
About 16 years.
Okay. And you worked all over the place.
All over the country, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, worked all over the place.
Okay. Can I just butt into this film for a second? Now, some of you might be wondering why Dad's not talking too well and why his mouth isn't moving properly. Well, thanks to Dad going over to Africa and the Middle East for 2 years, fighting for Queen and country, he ended up with skin cancer. So I'm going to show you a picture now. Hopefully you don't find it too shocking, so look away if you don't want to see it. But this is just after Dad had his operation, and you can see exactly what they've done and how much of his face he has had taken away. So if you are going to hot climates, not that many of us are going anywhere at the moment, but if you do go to hot climates for your holidays, make sure you use some sunscreen, because further down the line you could end up with skin cancer. Dad's just not got it on his face, he's got it all over his neck, his shoulders, his arms, because he spent 2 years not wearing a t-shirt or a shirt and with no sunscreen. So, hopefully that explains why he doesn't talk too well. Let's get back to the film. When did you meet my mum?
I met your mum next Saturday.
So the Saturday after you came out of the army?
No, the Saturday after.
Oh, the Saturday after that you came out of the army,
Yeah.
you met, and where did you meet Mum?
Bellevue.
At the dancing?
Yeah.
Is that where the housing estate is now in Bellevue?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay. So, how long were you courting Mum before you got married?
Just under 2 years.
Just under 2 years? Oh, you did alright there then, didn't you? And you got married when how old was you?
I was nearly 26.
Nearly 26, and Mum was day after her 21st birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. So you,
Her mother said that I couldn't marry her till she was 21.
so you married her the day after?
The day after.
Okay, and then it was 2 years before Alison came along.
Yeah.
Then another 2 years
before
I came, and then another 2 years before Dave came,
Yeah.
and then was it 4 years?
No,
3 years. 3 years before Pam came along.
Yeah.
And you were working away every time. So was I coming back from Northern Ireland?
I can't remember.
So, when did you go? So after utilities, you went working at Wals's, was it?
Yeah.
So you went to Wals's in what year?
That's a tough one, I think.
Was it 70s?
It's in the 70s.
Was David?
We're around about 75, 76.
And you were there for about 5 years?
6 years.
6 years. And then
Yeah.
was that when you went Hazel and Robin?
Yeah.
So you started your own
Business.
with George Hazel then?
Yeah.
And how long did you and George Hazel last?
2 years.
Pretty much like me with every one of my business partners, isn't it? You last a year and then you naff them off. And then, when did I leave you? How old was I when I left you and went to Oxford?
You were under 21.
No, I wasn't. I was over 21.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I would have been, I don't know, was that about 23, 24?
23, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Rooney, what's up? Hey, what's up, mate? Do you want to get out?
That's your mother.
There you go, mate.
Yeah.
And you worked in plumbing right the way up to being 60?
Being 60. And then I had to have a bad hip operation.
Yeah, you had your
So
hip
I went
transplant,
on,
didn't you?
yeah, I went on security for a while.
You went to major security, didn't you?
Yeah,
How long did you do that for?
about 3 years.
3, and then you retired completely.
Yeah,
And what have you done since you retired?
retired.
Absolutely nothing on him, either my mum.
No, your mother murdered me. Yeah.
So, has retirement been good?
I'd rather be working.
You've never really got round that. You never really got your head around that, have you?
No.
That when you,
No, the comradeship and everything.
yeah, especially like when you say when you're doing commercial, like when we
Yeah.
were doing commercial, there's a lot of people working, and you get
Yeah,
to know a
that's
lot of
right.
people,
That's right.
and you're working with them constantly, and
Yeah.
it does become a team, doesn't it? Rather than
That's right.
like pretty much like when I was working at Manchester City Council, we had
Yeah.
a team of guys, and you get to
Yeah.
know them all, and they all become your friends.
Yeah.
And it's hard to, as you know, it's hard to stop that, isn't
And
it?
it's the jokes and the, you know,
Yeah.
I had some laughs.
It's hard work as well, though, wasn't it?
Oh
It's-
yeah, big stuff.
When you're working with 6-8-inch steam pipes.
And
So, did you have any really serious injuries at work?
no,
No?
no.
What about when you bought steam down your willy?
That was when I was at Walls.
Wals's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got condensate down the
Yeah,
back of your welly, didn't you?
Yeah, you let go of the rope.
And you did that. I remember that. And
Yeah.
why was you in plaster? I remember you being in plaster from your
Oh,
middle, wasn't it?
That was my back.
When you're back, what did you do then?
I think it was tightening up for a while. Tightening up for a main,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it went bang in my back.
Right. Because I remember drawing the big Man United badge on you.
Yes,
On your plastic.
because that was when I'd just come out of the army. I've not been out of the army 3 years when that went.
Okay, but you didn't have the back problems until I was a kid, though, did you?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Till
Right.
was I about 10 or something like that?
Yeah.
10 or 11?
Yeah.
I remember you being in plaster from
yeah.
from like there up to your neck.
Yeah.
And I remember you lost that much weight, it span round.
Span round.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So how old are you now?
How old am I? I'm
Yeah.
83.
So you're 84 in March.
Yeah.
Okay, so plumbing's not done that bad to you, has it?
No. As I just say, I'd do it tomorrow.
You do it tomorrow. Was
I
it
would.
the best trade you ever you could have think of doing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because it taught me so much.
Okay. What did you think about me coming working for you?
I loved it.
I didn't know, did I?
No, you didn't. It was a pain.
What was I like as an apprentice?
A pain.
Was I any good?
Of course you were. Yeah.
Did you think I'd stay in the industry?
I don't know, you had this thing in the back of your head about something, I don't know. What was it?
Well, I originally wanted to go to art school, didn't I? I didn't want to do plumbing. I wanted to go into art school.
Yeah.
So that's originally what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
What? It's gone off. It's okay. It's still going. It's flashing red.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on the good laugh with you,
About what?
You.
About you mainly.
Thank you.
So you were pleased that I came into the industry with you?
I was, yeah. I wanted that.
Was that what you wanted?
Yeah.
What about David? Did you want him to do it?
Yeah, of course I did.
But he was too interested in cars.
Yeah, cars, big cars, wasn't it? It's pretty much like Sam with me, isn't it?
Motorbikes.
Yeah, but he still ended up doing it though, didn't he? So both your sons take on the legacy,
Yeah.
and your grandsons also taking
Yeah.
on your legacy.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully we'll get a great grandson takes on the legacy. You never know. You never know.
You never know.
Could do. Couldn't think of a better industry. So,
Interested.
pardon?
Is he interested?
You don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
Josh,
We'll find. I know that's his only great grandson, isn't it? So we'll find out whether he does or whether he doesn't. Because Kate's in the industry, she as well. So
Yeah.
we're kind of the family business,
Well, family business, yeah.
carrying on the legacy.
Yeah.
What did you think about me playing football?
Loved it.
You virtually came to every game I ever
Yeah.
played in, didn't you?
If
What
it-
about, how did you feel when I didn't make it full-time pro?
Oh, sick.
You were more gutted than me, weren't you?
Yeah, I
Gutted.
were. I were. And I let them know it as well.
Yeah. Where did you think I went wrong?
I think when you should have played for Stockport schoolboys, and Manchester schoolboys insisted on you going playing there. because
Yeah, it
you
was
were
Cheshire. That was the Cheshire County one when I was
that's right.
18, wasn't it?
Yeah. And
So-
you never got a game.
And Manchester boys, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't the main reason why I cocked up, was it? Did you think I was any good?
Of course you were.
Go on, you can start, Mum. It's all right.
I don't think you cocked up anywhere, but I mean, you didn't let me go to see you.
You
No.
only went to see one
I
game,
only
didn't
went
you?
to see one game and you got knocked out.
I broke ribs, didn't I? I broke 2 ribs when you were.
And that was it. I never
That-
went again.
That was the game. That was the game Caroline came to as well, wasn't it?
No, it was the
was.
game in Wales.
It was well.
It was
It's when
Wales.
you won
I
the
s-
Welsh Cup.
Oh, was it?
You didn't know that I was there because I
Did you
got
go
on
to
the
that?
coach.
I don't even remember you going to that.
Ah, well, you see, you didn't know I was there.
I remember you going to one of the semi-final games I played in with Caroline,
Oh, yeah.
and Caroline asked you at half time what colour did I play in. That's how interested she was in football, wasn't it? And obviously Mark went from strength to strength.
Yeah.
When I finished, he carried on, didn't he? And
Yeah.
where he ended up.
Yeah.
I don't know who's got a better job now. Have I got a better job than Mark now?
Of course, yeah.
Of course, yeah, because he's only, he's only as good as his job. You know what I mean?
You still got to answer to somebody you haven't.
That's true, Dad. That's very true. That's very true. And his job's on the line all the time.
Yeah.
Well, saying that, we don't know about how long gas boilers are going to last, do we?
Well, no.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see. I think it'll be about the end of this year.
What?
Gas
For gas boilers?
That'll be out.
Why? What do you think they're going to bring it? Go away, dog. Stupid.
No, they've already said it'll be 2030, 2035 when it comes out of going in new builds.
What, the price of gas?
No, well, that's the problem. What they're doing,
Yeah,
isn't it? They're
yeah.
trying to price us all out with gas.
That's right.
But everybody will be, don't you bang my camera with that, dog.
No, I know. Get out of the way. Get over there.
But everybody will, if they have to start going electric and they have to start going air source heat pumps and stuff like that,
Yeah.
don't really want to be going down that route.
Hey,
No.
stop it.
So, but
Stop
we'll,
it.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. You'll have to be sorted out pretty quick as well.
What did you think when I got my first teaching job? Because I remember the conversation I had with my mum, and I remember what you said in the background. But let's see what you said, if you remember what you said.
Oh God, I'll get it. I've got.
Short terms. Long
Yes,
term.
I told my mum when I got my job at Tameside College, I got my first teaching job, and you said in the background, it's a good job he's gone into teaching because he's effing rubbish on the tools. I'll never forget that. Yeah, I'll never forget
I never heard him say
that.
that.
Yeah, he did say that.
Did he really?
Yeah, he shouted it. And it's always stuck in my head, that. Because did you mean it?
No. As I say, it was always a big joke when we were working.
I remember you as a boss, and I've always said it, you're an amazing dad, but as a boss, I'd rather have worked for Hitler. Because I don't think Hitler was as bad as you were.
Oh.
You were an absolute nightmare. But to be fair, you had to have it right, didn't you?
I did.
And if it weren't right, it got ripped out and redone again.
Yeah.
So we were all scared to death of you. Well, I certainly was scared to death of you. And then we'd get in the van at the end of the day, after you're bollocking me all day, and then you'd be asking me what I was doing, and it'd be really nice, and I couldn't get over that. It's something like 1 minute you're bollocking me, and the next minute it was like you were two people.
Yeah.
You were my boss,
Well, he was.
and then you were my dad.
There was only one day when I went to return the keys to this place in the office, and you backed the van up and smashed the back up.
That was at Golden Wonder, and I remember exactly what you said to me then as well. You were stood outside the van, and you went, "It's effing 25 foot long and red and white. How did you not see it?" And what I did was I backed between the two trailers, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I hit the bit where they had the pipes go onto.
Yeah.
And it broke the back window, didn't it?
That's right.
And what did you do with the back window?
I can't remember.
You boarded it up, didn't you?
Did it?
Yeah, you boarded it up with a piece of wood.
Well, I would, because I live in Moss Side then.
No, you didn't. No,
No, we lived on
No,
that
the
side.
no, we
way-
didn't. We lived in
I live in Godley.
Godley, yeah.
Yeah.
So
How are you?
you made me drive round with no back window in for about 2 months before you'd
Yeah.
have the window replaced.
Because we got the Golden Wonder crisp and our Kate sat there in it.
That's
with
right,
the
yeah.
salt and vinegar.
That's
and
when we
we
worked at
ended
Golden
up with-
Wonder, yeah.
Yeah.
With blue lips.
Yeah, and she got a full box of Golden Wonder crisps.
That was the perk of the job, that.
Well, I always remember when we went on site, the first thing you said to the chief engineer or whoever it was, you'd say to him, "Where's the toilets? Where's the canteen? Where's the staff shop? And how much can we spend in the staff shop?" Because when we worked at Golden Wonder, Treeball, Walsey's, Heinz,
yeah, Heinz.
McVitie's,
What was that place there that did the
Squirrel
cheese?
Horn. We did Squirrel Horn.
What?
We did AA Minerals.
What
Yeah.
did they do? They did the cheese craft. The craft
Craft,
cheese.
yeah.
Craft cheese.
Where else did we
That
work?
one in Glossop.
Oh yeah,
That's the one I
that's
mean.
yeah, Nestle. It was
that's it.
McConaughey's. Yeah,
That's it.
McConaughey's.
That was the one I was
Yeah.
meaning.
Yeah, they went Roundtree's Nestle, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a good time working in all the different
On
factories.
all the different products that they made.
Yeah.
And we didn't pinch them.
And
No,
all
we
that
didn't.
we
No.
ate.
Yeah. I remember us working that place, the sweet place. What's that called?
Swizzle.
Oh, in Lebannon.
No, the one in rubbish with names. Name of the canal. What's it called? Where they make in not Glossop. New Mills. Near New Mills. What's
Yeah.
it called? It's been on the TV a few times. The factory.
Oh.
Thought it was Swizzles.
Yeah, but what's its proper name?
Uh,
What's it called now?
don't know.
That Greg Wallace has done a factory tour there. We called it Swizzles, didn't we? But
Yeah,
Yeah.
Swizzles. That's all I knew it as.
and then we worked at Squirrel Horn, didn't we?
Yeah.
And they tried to pay you in sweets. Remember that when we went
That's
home?
right. Yeah.
We did all that work and then they tried to pay you with a container full of sweets and you naffed them off. that, I remember that meeting as well. How's that going to pay me mortgage? That's when they burnt the place down, didn't they? Just after we finished it.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
As they used to say, they were the days, weren't they?
You were and all. Not nowadays.
No, they don't. Guys coming into the industry today, they think they've got it hard, don't they?
I don't know because I was not associated with them for a while.
But if they had to do what you did,
Yeah.
they all get nice plush vans now, don't they?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
whinge when they've got to drive around.
Yeah.
You had to physically push a handcart
Yeah.
around, and I bet they were cobbled streets as well, weren't
They were. They were.
They weren't tarmac streets, they were
No.
cobbled
And
streets.
they were
And they
air
had-
raid shelters
And they
down
had
the
tram
middle.
lines.
And tram lines.
Tram line.
Did you get stuck on the tram line?
Yeah. Oh, many a time. The wheels just fitted inside.
Perfectly. So what do you reckon you was pushing on an handcart?
Sometimes 3/4 of a ton.
Jesus. That's like pushing your van around, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
If you got like a small van.
The biggest relief was getting the tile fireplace off.
Yeah. When
Oh.
you got there.
Some of them were big.
Did they ever get nicked, the handcarts?
No.
Nobody,
It
nobody,
was an handcart. It's too much like hard work.
you'd be daft enough to push him. What did you do with the scrap money anyway?
We had to pay for the building material.
All right, so you used the scrap money to pay for the building materials.
Yeah,
You didn't pocket that.
No, let you.
He was a tight man.
Yeah.
Hey, so how long have you been married now?
58 years.
We're in our 59th
You're
year.
in your 59th year. So what's 60 years? What do you get for 60 years?
Platinum.
Is it platinum 60 years? Was it?
Yeah.
Well, it's like silver, but it's not. It's platinum, isn't it?
Yes. Next
Diamond. No, it's not. It's diamond.
Is it diamond?
next Saturday is the big one.
What?
Our anniversary.
Oh, when he come out when I met him.
All right. Is that next Saturday?
Next
So
Saturday.
that's the day after Charlotte's birthday.
Yeah.
And how many years is that?
That'd be 62 years.
That'll be 62 years. 62 years since you two met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
62 years.
Yeah.
You deserve a bloody medal, mother. Putting up with him for that long.
I know, that's what they all say. You don't get that for a life sentence these days.
No, you don't
No.
know. 62 years.
62 years.
Oh, well, I'm 55 this year. And you're 80. Yeah, and you're 80. And Charlotte's 50. That's our next big family do, isn't it? Next Friday, Charlotte's 50th.
Yeah.
Is it? It's on Friday, isn't it?
My birthday's Friday, yeah. 7th.
On the 7th.
What time are you going?
What time are we going? Because I'm taking you.
Right.
We'll go round about lunchtime. So it gives you time to get sorted out. And we'll go around about lunchtime.
Right.
So, because we need to get everything set up. Because this won't go out until after her birthday anyway, so we can say what we want.
Can we take the dog?
The dog's coming, yes.
Yeah.
Come here, Rooney, come here. Let's show everybody what you look like.
He's got his.
Come here. Don't lie on your back. You don't have any
wants
injection.
to tickle.
Get up. So this is what you've been hearing going around the room. This little ball of fluff. How old's he now?
8.
8.
He's
Like
9,
him,
he's
diabetic.
9 in February.
Right, yeah. Hey, pain in the backside. Just like me, Dad. So, we better get ready for the game now, aren't we? Because United are playing
What time?
Wolves.
Wolves. Yeah.
Wolves today.
Wolves, yeah. Are we at home or away?
We're at home.
We're at home.
We're at home, yeah. So, predictions for the game?
Right. Well, Wolves. A draw.
A draw? What, 1-1, 2-1?
Something like that.
I'm going for a 1-0 win, United.
Right.
That's what I'm going for. What are you going for, Mum?
No, nothing.
You don't care?
No.
She puts a block on it.
No. You know I don't watch it because they always.
Oh, well, you
He always blames me for when they lose. It's your fault.
That's never changed, has it, Dad?
You were quick enough going to Wembley though.
Yeah, what was it? The Leicester game? The Leicester one?
Leicester.
What year was that, Mother?
63.
1963.
Yeah.
The only game you've ever been to? FA Cup final? And we won?
Yeah.
Well, it can't be your fault then, can it?
Oh.
And we was with a load of Leicester supporters.
Yeah, we were at the Leicester end.
And the guy in front of me fainted. And I caught him.
And we bought 4 tickets outside the ground
Are you alright, pal?
for a tenner.
For a tenner.
Yeah. That was a tenner for 4, not me.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. They're probably about £1,000 a piece now, aren't they?
I don't know. They were right when we went to when Mark was in a. Was it a cup final when we all went down with your mum and
Yeah.
That was the
we drew.
with Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace.
When what's he called? Wright.
Yeah.
Once it were Ian Wright
They came on.
came on and scored, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
So that was a 2-0. Was that 2-0?
2-2.
2-0. And then we went to the replay and it was 1-0 once it. Lee
Yeah.
Martin scored in the replay.
Yeah.
yeah. So we went there, but I didn't go to the replay. Did you?
I went to the replay.
You
I
went to the
went
replay, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then I went to the League Cup final with that. Was it that year as well? We got
Yeah.
the League Cup final with Les Seeley. Or was it the year after? And we got beat. Les Seeley was playing. And I went with Simon, didn't I? Because he couldn't go for some reason. I don't know why he couldn't go.
Well, probably working.
I don't know why, but anyway. Right, Dad. Thank you.
Okay.
What? Did you ask him about when he started?
And that's the end of this video of a little chit chat with my dad talking about his life. Now my dad just doesn't have skin cancer, he also has vascular dementia and loads of other problems as well, which we don't want to go into. And I've been wanting to do this video for a long time, and I would strongly advise you, if you've got elderly parents and you would just want to know about their life, just sit down and talk to them and find out exactly what they did, because you'll probably find how fascinating it is. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, why don't you give us a thumbs up or leave a constructive comment down below. If you've not subscribed to the channel, then please subscribe because it helps, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because I haven't got a clue when I'm uploading videos at the moment. Anyway, all I've got left to say is thanks for listening, thanks for watching, Happy New Year, and don't forget your sunscreen. Catch you on the next one, guys. Cheers.